check it out, people. So I went to Walmart and I got this plant food, Espoma organic plantain. It's 533 NPK, and I'm sorry, my nose is bothering me. And yeah, so I went to Walmart. It's now August, and the stores are trying to clear out their summer inventory. So you know, their seasonal stuff. So anyway, so I went and they had like practically nothing, because they've been doing this probably since the end of July, and it's now in the end of August. It's the 21st, I think. And anyway, so I bought this stuff. I bought this stuff for $3 a bag each. And normally one bag at Walmart is like $9.68, something like that. The garden center that I like to go to, she's being impatient. Oh man, I'm tired of being outside. Oh please, hasn't even been that long. Anyway, the garden center that I usually buy this stuff from, I think the last time I went, which is like maybe a month ago, I bought this same stuff for about $11 and some cents, 68 cents, something like that. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think I'm coming down with a cold. So anyway, so I bought that stuff, and at $3 each, it's less than if I had purchased one bag at regular price. So that is to say, yeah, one bag at regular price. So I spent $9, you know, plus tax or whatever. And I mean, that stuff will last me at least a couple of years, I think. Although now that I have so much, I might be a little bit more generous with it. But in the meantime, I still have a fairly full bag in the greenhouse, which I guess I'll be using that too. But anyway, I wanted to show you some stuff that I'm kind of up to today. I have these pots that I filled up with some soil from that big green container where I used to have corn. That soil I put manure in it at the beginning of, I think, June or whatever, the beginning of June, and I planted the corn. The corn grew. It did pretty well. It did okay. And now there's this wonderful kale. It's a type of dinosaur kale, purple dinosaur. I think it's probably going to get more purple as the season progresses, as it gets cooler. Anyway, I extracted the soil out of that, so I'm using this soil. I don't know if I'm going to plant anything else in here. I may or may not. I don't know. I think I'm just going to use the soil for winter gardening preparations. Oh, my nose is running. So anyway, I fill these up too in order to put some seed in there. Excuse me. I was watching MsLallie. This is some of that fertilizer. I put it into these Parmesan cheese containers so that I can, and this is pea and bean inoculant. I really have to label this because I'm going to get that mixed up one day. Anyway, so watching MsLallie on her channel, and she's like starting some of her winter garden seedlings, and rather than just like throwing the stuff in the soil or whatever, not having a lot of space, I guess, because she's still growing stuff is still growing, and she's also wanting to put new things in. So she's starting her seedlings in containers. Actually, she's putting them in cells, and she's also using like little those red cups, which those are really good, sturdy, reusable cups. Oh my goodness, my nose is so irritated. Anyway, so I bought all these seeds, and this is some of them. Wait, yeah, this is most of what I got. No, actually, this is what I bought recently. So, sorry, I have all this tissue everywhere. So I got a bunch of peas and a bunch of carrots, and some kale. Most of these things I'm growing, or should I say attempting to grow, have maturity dates less than 60 days. So, excuse me, this doesn't say, but you know, this one here, this top shell pea is 58 days, 56 days. Sugar Sprint, I think, is 50 something, 58 maybe. This Tom Thumb is particularly exciting to me. It's 50 to 55 days, and it makes a very small plant, but it makes a fairly large yield, which is very nice. And this night pea, I have never grown this, but I have been watching and reading about this variety for years. I think it makes like 2 pods on one node or whatever, which is really cool. So you're almost getting like double the productivity or double the yield in a sense. So anyway, I have also spinach and kale, yeah. This is a kale mix, and I have also, where is it? Scarlet kale. Excuse me. And where is it? There's another kale. Anyway, I can't find it just now, but anyway, I have also lettuce and this 3-root Grex beet. So this Grex indicates that it's oh, excuse me. The genetics are in flux basically, but they're still relatively stable. So I think that they said it's like out of this mix you can get I want to say, well, for sure there's a golden beet, and then there's one that's like a Chioggia, and Chioggia? I don't know how you pronounce that. And another red one. I can't remember what the particular is about that, but it's essentially a beet mix, but it's the same predictable outcome. And then there's this Krause parsley, which I was reading the description and I was so intrigued. Apparently, it's a flat leaf parsley, but it makes like a delicious, it says delicious, stems. So it's almost like eating like celery. So they're supposed to be tasty, which I'm all about that. Who's not all about tasty? But anyway, I don't know how well they'll do. I mean, it's already kind of like late in the season, so I'm hoping that I get something. I hope I get something. Excuse me. And yeah, you know, I got these seeds. I bought them kind of in a rush, and then the weather's been crummy and haven't been into it, and then I got sick today, but I said I'm going out, I'm going to get some things done, I'm going to plant some of these seeds, particularly with peas and the carrots, because I want to make sure that I have some of this stuff to harvest in the fall and winter. So anyway, there you have it. I'm gonna plant these things, like I said, in these containers, and eventually probably thin them out. Not so much thin them out, but prick them out and put them into other places. Because right now, as it is now, there's really no place I can plant this. Between here and the garden across the street, I really don't have anywhere to plant this. Any of this stuff. I have some containers that I'm going to use. I think I'm going to give that last little bit to the chickens. That's some salad mix that's still kind of toughing it out. Excuse me. But I think eventually I'm going to put these things, this new stuff, into like hanging baskets and just put them in the greenhouse. Right now the greenhouse is a mess. I've been starting trays and all that good stuff, and excuse me, yeah, all kinds of stuff is in here which needs to be moved out. But in the meantime, blue sky. So the plastic tore at the top along the seam. Oh, rats. I thought the camera had chucked out on me. But anyway, so the plastic ripped at the seam at the top, and so I have to fix that. Meanwhile, it's actually not a bad thing because I think I can still put stuff in there. Because I really don't want the greenhouse to get overheated when it gets warm again. Right now we've been having really cool weather, really lovely cool weather, but it's still August, so you have to expect that the days are going to become still fairly warm at some point. Not until September comes should you really expect cool weather, reliably cool. So anyway, so I'm gonna leave that open until September, I think. I'm sorry, I think I'm coming down with something. I'm really miserable right now, but I'm determined to get this done. So I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna start working on this, and I don't know, maybe I'll show you when I'm done. Maybe not. Alright. Okay, so partly because I'm feeling kind of rotten and because I'm thinking I probably should keep it simple and I guess reliably predictable, I decided that I was just going to plant one variety of pea, and that would be the Tom Thumb, which is 50 to 55 days. I planted them into these 1-gallon pots. And this one over here, these two actually over here also. Excuse me. And then I decided to plant this winter lettuce mix into these other 4 pots. And I would like to plant this Parisian carrot. It's actually kind of a Thumbelina type of carrot, like just ping pong size. Very quick, 55 days. Wait, what else? Oh yeah, and then I planted a bunch of this Avon spinach hybrid underneath the tomato plants. So all the potted tomato plants, I put a few spinach seeds in them. So over there. And I think that's it. So for now, that's it. I'm gonna just leave it at that, and probably go and lay down because I'm really starting to feel rotten right now. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. So anyway, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.